From Kentucky across the Mississippi line, back to Louisiana, gonna have a good time. Coming back home to Louisiana.
This is the band's 53rd year. It started because when we grew up in Alexandria, both of our parents were singers. Mom was a radio singer, Dad was a church singer and played in swing bands and church choirs, and so it was natural. We had 6 kids, and so they impressed us into service as a choir, and we all sang in church and school choirs, and so it just sort of grew out of that. There was always music teaming in the house, and so we eventually all began to play together and sing, and that's really where it started. I started the band in Pensacola in '73 when I was in the Navy, but it very quickly went back to being a family band.
And then I joined in 1983. I met Dudley at a recording session. We hit it off immediately and been singing together ever since.
We wanted to kind of branch out and incorporate the different things that Jan brought. She's from a musical family. Her father was a singer, guitar player, and her mother played piano.
These two are brothers, and I joined in '83 and eventually married. So
she had to marry me because we only have family in the band, so it's a prerequisite. So.
To Louisiana.
It's 4 in the morning, and I have...
Louisiana's diversely rich in traditions, in cultural slants, and certainly in different types of music, and all of that filtered in to us being in the crossroads.
In a way, it is hard to kind of pin us down because on one album we may have 3 or 4 different, stylistic going in there. We were kind of fish out of water for so long a time, being kind of the folk rock, pop rock, kind of sound to what we did, acoustic. But, there are people who want to hear that. There are people who like harmony, and we came out of harmony singing, and so we pooled our resources and kind of filled the cracks with the harmony, and we like it. That's what we do.
The songs that we started out doing Scottish music were songs that our grandmother taught us when we were kids. She would come to our school with our family doctor and the woman who was the music teacher at school. They would sit down and play traditional Scottish stuff on or around Robert Burns' birthday, who is the national poet of Scotland and a great songwriter. And so we started with that, and it just branched out from there. And then we found ourselves not only doing the traditional material, but adding our own songs that were inspired by those traditions.
Oh, we got so inspired.
Going to Scotland, being involved in the Scottish American heritage movement here in America. And we were raised in those same traditions. It's amazing how much the South retains of those traditions.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Nothing touches us more when somebody says, your music is hopeful. Your music made me feel better.
The same love for harmony, the beauty of music, the hope, resilience, those things that we mentioned in there. We'd like that to be there, that legacy. We see it spread from Europe and Japan and to Scotland to Louisiana. It's wonderful to know we've left a footprint like that.
It's real nice to have your dedication acknowledged, but that's not why we do it. We do it because this is what we love. But when you've got the American Sugarcane League using one of your songs, and then you've got radio stations in Scotland playing your songs, and you've got people in Denmark that are, that love your kind of funky stuff, it sort of bolsters you a little bit. You feel that you've accomplished something, that you've been able to touch a lot of different people through a lot of, slightly different ways. we're progressive. We keep moving forward and creating new music and working on new music. One of us is always coming up with another song. There's always another song, another road, another place to play.